Hi everyone, it's Phil. I just want to share with you, I've come back from a skiing holiday recently, and just to let you know that I'm a very keen skier. I've been skiing for over 30 years, a couple of years I was getting paid to ski, and I just wanted to really give you a revolutionary new way of thinking about full-on exercise. Now, I'd normally get the first lift in the morning, so I'd be skiing around about 9 o'clock, and then I'd finish around about 4 or 5 o'clock, and then maybe go for a beer afterwards, as you have to. But I wanted to give you really my experience has been different this year. I wanted to recover quicker, and I wanted to wake up in the morning with no aching muscles, and I think I've cracked it. So I'm going to share with you what I did. So get up in the morning. Obviously, I would take my yellow and blue, the Forever Gel and the Forever Freedom, and I would consume those during the week. So that was just in the morning and a little bit in the evening too. So I always take around about at least 120 mils a day, but on a skiing holiday, I take a little bit more than that. And what I would do is take one ARGI when I first, just before I went out onto the slopes. So that would be just in the normal way. Obviously, it takes a couple of minutes to dissolve that, so I'll just leave that dissolving. So that would be the ARGI in the morning. About an hour into skiing, I'd take another ARGI, really just to give me that extra performance. And the L-Arginine in ARGI, what it does, it relaxes the blood vessels, allows more oxygenated blood to get to my muscles and really deliver that output that I'm looking for. Just after lunch, I would have another ARGI. And then at the end of the day, really starting the recovery phase, I would have another ARGI. So that's now 4 ARGIs. And about half an hour before I go to bed, obviously I don't want to be up in the night going for visiting the bathroom, I would take another ARGI. And I think this is the secret. Although I'm taking 5 ARGIs a day, what's happening as my body's rebuilding itself and recovering during the sleep phase of the holiday, the ARGI really helped me. About 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I took a fab, which just gave me that added boost for the extra hour and a half skiing that I had left. Obviously, we do the sugar-free version, but because I was burning so many calories, I would actually take that version. A couple of days I was actually on the other side of the mountain, so I needed to have some sustenance, and obviously there was nowhere to buy any food or lunch, so I'd have a fast break bar with me. I'd always carry that just in emergencies anyway. I always carried 2 of those just in case. And a snack for the morning, I would have the Pro X bar. Obviously the Pro X bar is less in calories than the fast break, but it just gives you that additional punch that you needed. The other thing that I took was bee pollen. I took that throughout the day. I would say in the week I took around about 100 bee pollen, and that again just gives me the burst of energies when I was going down the off-piste black runs and through the cool wilds. On piste, obviously, it's not quite as demanding, but I try and get a lot of turns in, so I'm continually burning calories. I'm continually wanting more and demanding more from my body. So that's why the oxygenated blood coming to my muscles and obviously producing nitrous oxide is really important as well. One of the other things that I did throughout the week is that as soon as I finished, I actually prefer the chocolate flavour of the Forever Light Ultra, but what I did, I actually popped 2 scoops right in the very bottom of the Fit C9. This is what you get in the C9, but 2 scoops of the shake in there, and I added to that water. So the protein went straight into my system, again starting the recovery phase. So that for me, I think was, as a combination of everything, was fantastic. I took an empty bottle of the spring water with me, and the reason for that is that putting an ARGI in when you're actually skiing is really useful, because it actually sort of shakes itself up and then you're ready to drink it. One word of caution, obviously these are sparkling drinks. I had to open these away from anybody else because you do get a bit of a fizz coming out of the top. So that was just my little sort of tip for the day. As you can see, the ARGI is now fully dissolved. And this is the way that I always take it. I used to take it straight away and wondering why it was so bitty, but obviously it does fully dissolve. So I hope that's been helpful. So if you know anybody that's going skiing for a week, high intensity energy burn, if you know anybody that's doing long distance endurance sports, you know anybody that's working out sort of 4 or 5 hours straight, what I would suggest is that this becomes a regime. And it really, really helps when it actually helps for recovery. It helps performance. And that was my secret this year for having the most amazing ski. So I hope that's been useful, and see you all soon.